Hi guys, and welcome to another stream. Tonight we're here doing ISRL's Multiclass Season 4 Round 1 at Monza. This season we're again using the GR2s and the GR3 cars, and we've got 11 races tonight. If we have a look, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 GR3s and 6 GR2s. This season the races are going to be a little bit longer. We're going to have 60 minutes or 90-minute races. Tyre wears on ×2, fuels on ×2, and starting fuel is always 100%. Tyre rules are have to use both mediums and softs, and as many times as you want, with no other restriction. Qualifying, we're going for the one lap strategy. So tonight the GR2s will go out first, do an out lap, and then once they've started on their hot lap, the GR3s will go out. Which we'll get started in a few minutes' time. Help if I could spell. Hello Mash, hope you have a good race tonight, mate. Hello Mew, how you feeling today, mate? Any better? Qualifying. Good, that's what I like to hear. So on our grid, we'll just have a quick pan through our races. Got Racer Tay in the Honda. I'm okay, thanks. Wizard in the Lexus again. Rooty in the Nissan. Walter in his Calsonic liveried Nissan. Hansa in the Lexus. Vit in his Munchies Pug. Just trying to make me feel hungry all race long, I can tell. Got Creasy in his Viper. Got mashed potato in the McLaren. Get back to where we were. Yeah. M3 going is alright. Mashed potato in the McLaren, as I said. Shell shock in his Cadbury's livery Mercedes. Walter still. And we got Fubs in the other Honda because they're not letting me get. Quali 30 seconds. I think most people will. Got 60 minutes. So here we go. Let's just check there. Ready up. Oh yeah, got 90-minute races as well. "60 minutes is the short race for this season." Oh, nice spin out mash. I could. Even with max power and minimum weight, I think I'd still be left behind though. So we got the GR2s going out first. See if we can find out who's in front. So Walter's out first. Sorry, I just had a panic then. I thought we only had 3 of the 5 GR2s and so Walter now coming down to the Curva Parabolica. And off he goes. GR3. So now we get to see what everyone gets done. So let's see what lap Walter's going to get in here. Hello, Robbo. Walter. I wonder if he's got his alien Barry voice on. So Walter coming up to the line with 139.2. Wizard now coming up to the line. It's going to be close. 139.3. Fobs with a 139.7. Hands over the 140. Ooh, race tail with a 154. And now we got Ruti with 138.9. That's it now, Ruti. Into the pits. Good man. So here we got Vit on his out lap. And now starting his main lap. It's nice to slow down for the chicane. Shell Shock behind him. Mash. Creasy. And it. 3 guy. And with Rd1 dropping out for this season, we have no reigning title holder of overall. So everyone else just jumping out the pits for the second part of the Lesmos. Seen you, thought of you, and the words came out. Up to the Ascari. And the parabolic nice and tightly into that curb. It's the car sweep out. Oh yeah, Petri. Yep. And Vince there with a 148. Shell Shock comes over the line with a 149. Mash comes over the 148.4. Creasy on his way up with a 150, and M3 with a 149.5. So our grid will be Ruti, Walter, Wizard in 3rd, Fubs in 4th, Hansa in 5th, Mash taking pole for the GR3s, excuse me, 3/10 of a second up on Vit in 7th, Shell Shock in 8th, M3 guy in 9th, Creasy in 10th, hiya Nick, Have a good race, mate. I believe race day is starting at the back. He obviously picked a penalty up on his lap. So we watch them all in slow motion round the track. Have a good race, Nick. We'll be cheering you on. Plus, I thought I'd give Vit a break for the mental torture of having my GR2 sneaking up behind him. I think that's half the reason why Rd1 isn't racing. I caused too much stress for him. So there's qualifying over, and there we go. So obviously Tay picked up a penalty somewhere along the way, and now we get into the race. 60 minutes round Monza, tyre wear ×2, fuel ×2. As I've already said, unlimited softs and mediums. Just got to use both. So here we go for the start. Fingers crossed we can get through the chicane safely. One red light. And there you go. Hondas were a bit slow off the mark there. Rooty away cleanly, Walter. And Creasy took the whole of GR3 field there and he's up into 6th. What a move. Oh, Massa's unfortunately picked up a penalty. Fitz unfortunately he's lost out big time. He's dropped all the way back. Can we see what happens? Bumper cars in the chicane. The Rooty. Walter clear on his tail. Wizard unfortunately had wheel issues last season, otherwise he would have been champion. He basically won every race that he entered. Hans there in 4th, Fubs in 5th, and Tay has already got past all the GR3s. Creasy leading the GR3s, Mashed Potato in 8th, Shell Shock in 9th, M3 guy in 11th, 10th, and Vit right at the back in 11th. Now Rooty and MJ starting to pull away slightly from Wiz. Rooty's going with his softs to start with. So now they've just got to settle down. We've only got another 57 minutes. Tay's really, after having to catch up with the field, is closing in big time on Hansa. He's having a look as they come up to the Scari. Hans has still got the lead coming up to Ascari and Tay. Oof. Look at the balls on Tay there. Ballsy move there. Wizzy's starting to claw back to MJ now. Creasy's got that McLaren filling up all his rear view mirrors. They come down to Parabolica. Mass smack bang behind him there. Come across the line, level. All down to the braveness, coming down to the brakes. Lovely manoeuvre there, Mash, lovely. So Mash up into 7. M3 go a bit late on the brakes. So Creasy, still an amazing move up the field from where he started on the grid, and I think it was 10th. Shell shocking 9th. M3 guy with his unfortunately in the first chicane has allowed Vit to get past him as they come into the second, and as they go down to the Lesmos. Now can M3 guy as Vit tries to make his way back up through the field. But unfortunately with it, the Pug does struggle a bit with power. He did. Massey's starting to put a bit of a gap between him and Crazy's saying no, I'm not having it. And Wiz, he's starting to slowly catch up to Walter, while Rooty's just flying away at the front. He's not doing too bad. The thing is, we don't know what strategies they're working on. He might be over in fuel map 1 or 2, but to be fair, Tay is on an app. Oh, Walter's not going to like me for having a look at this, but I think he deserves to see what happened. Poor Walter. Let's drop Walter back into. And Tay. Wow. Let's see if we can see that. Tay is on an absolute tear on his soft tie. I bet. Nice manoeuvre, Tay. Can't imagine Vit will let that stand. I mean, Wiz, sorry, not Vit. Fub's not a million miles away behind these two. But the question is, can Tay pull away from... Let's have a look. So Mash is now getting clear away from Creasy. Shell Shock has now got Vit, who is actually closing up a bit on him now. But M3 guy's not too far behind Vit. Tay. No, he's still racing. He's complaining, but he's racing. He knows that if he quits, that means his season start with minus points. And there's still 50 minutes to go. A lot can happen. So in first and second we got the two. Oh, I spoke too soon. He's gone. Very prophetic of you there, Mew. So we got our two guys on the racing softs out of the GR2s. And Tay, he's trying his damnedest to catch up to Rooty. But Rooty won't be phased by it at all. Fubs is closing in on Wiz. He's been having a fair few internet issues today, I believe. So through Parabolica. Mash isn't getting too far away from Creasy yet. Creasy's certainly pulling away from Shell Shock, and Vit is actually closing in on Shell Shock. M3 guys drop back a little. It's obviously had that off and he's picked up penalties. Can't know what happened to one of the races in GR3 the other week. Had an off. Lost the concentration. Started picking up stupid penalties. Because we know how GT Sport is for giving out penalties for the minimalist of things. But Vit is closing in on Shell Shock now. Tay's pushing as hard as he can, but Root is responding. Oh, so that was how Fubs got past Wiz. Was a little spinner armour, which has then left him wide open for Hansa to sneak past him on Parabolica, but Wiz, he's saying no. Wiz sporting that very funky ERT livery. Hansa with his Narnia unique. Also very cool livery. Hands are very sensibly not trying to, and he's looking like crazy. He's put a bit of a charge on. Yep, you shall not pass. Vit still trying to catch up to Shell Shock. Let's have a look, see what GR3's. So all the, of course, the GR3s would be on softs. My bad. So through the first chicane, Shell Shock's managed to up the lead slightly on Fit. I just wanted to see, Tay is beginning to get into routine now. Not massively, 0.4 of a second, but it's getting there. Wiz has opened up a gap on Hansa. You got Mash, who's just keeping ahead of Creasy. And now Vid's getting very close to that suck zone now. He really is trying to close up on Shell Shock. But the question is, has the mighty pug got the power to get past it? Very wide by Shell Shock there. And now he is in that suck zone. As you can see, as that gap just disappears, they come down to this first chicane. I just want to have a look. I think Creasy had a moment coming into the chicane. Oh, that horrible overbite. So now Creasy's dropped right back into the clutches of Shell Shock and Vit. Ooh. I missed it. So Fubs has dropped down into 5th. No. So Rooty is now closing up on the back of the GR3s. So if we continue on this... right, no problem. I'm just watching this GR3 battle now between Creasy, Shell Shock or Vit. And if anyone's not sure who Creasy is, Kieran on the ISRL server. Shell Shock has a quick little look. Shell Shock right on him after that chicane. And we got our first pity in Wizard. I think Vid's holding back just to see what these pair can do. As they go into the Lesmos. Through the Lesmo 1. Into Lesmo 2. Just trying to look at... I thought I saw Tay in the background become a bit slippery as he came through. The blue... Ignore the blue flag rule, it's up to the GR2 cars to get past the GR3. The GR3 haven't got to get out of the way. And obviously Vit's jumping in to try and get a bit of that slip zone from Rooty. Rooty's got clear through, and as Tay comes through, well, Wizard's pitted, that's why. Wiz went into the pits. So our grid at the moment is Rooty in first, 2.5 seconds in front of Tay, who's just had to get through the GR3 cars. Hans are in third, Fub's in fourth. Hiya Cordell, Mash is doing brilliantly, mate. Wizard in fifth after having his first pit stop. Mash in sixth, having a very lonely race. Crazy in seventh, Shellshock in eighth, who's now got Vit right on the back of him. M3 guy in 10th. We've had one drop out in MJ. Can Vit get past that Merc? By using the confusion of the faster cars coming past. So we got Fubs in fourth, Wiz in fifth, who's now on softs. Hans has just got past M3 guy, and Tace, and Hans is into the pits, but Rooty still flying along in first. Tace trying his hardest to catch back up. So Wiz is back up into third, Hans is in fourth, Fub's in fifth. Ooh. Can we see what happened there? There's a repeat of Crazy a few laps ago. That Viper biting in. Now can Vic get past Crazy and get up to 8th and back onto the podium in the GR3s? And as you can see, if you look at the two fuels, that Viper is a greedy drinker, guzzling that fuel down. Bit's having a look as they come down to Parabolica, and just realised that there's only one way again past that Viper. Oh, he's gone to the inside as they come to Parabolica, and now he's dropped back in. It is a thirsty watch it. Oh, Crazy's into the pits. So that's allowed Vit to get up to 8th. And Mash only 8 seconds in front. Can't Shellshock make any moves onto their Rooty. Still 2 seconds clear of Tay for first, who's got Wizard 25 seconds back, but had already done his pit stop. The question now comes, when will Rooty and Tay come in for theirs? Hans is there in 4th, Fubs is in 5th, coming past Crazy. Mashed Potato in 6th, leading the GR3s. Shellshock in 7th, with Vit right behind him in 8th, and they've now got Wiz coming up behind them now to come past. Again, Vit's up against a car that's just possibly got a bit more grunt than his, but it's amazing what he managed to get out of that pug. And Whistler just flies past him. It was looking to use what Wiz then for a bit of a slingshot. But shut the door. And we're nearly halfway into the race. Ruti and Racertate still haven't pitted. Hansen not a million miles first off. Let's see how wow, brilliant move there, just totally outbrake Shell Shock into the chicane. Nice manoeuvre of it. And Hans has managed to get past both of those. And they now got Fubs closing in behind them. I'm not sure, he seems to be pulling away from Shell Shock now. Fub's looking to get straight past Shell Shock. And then Shell Shock's using Fubs to close back up on Vit. He does. A lot of people think he has codes, but not in my lobbies he doesn't. Let's see if... So here they come. Down to the chicane. Shell Shock has closed up massively on him. We got Mash here. Very lonely racing 6th. Then we got Fubs in 5th. Hansa in 4th, Wizard in 3rd, and Tay has finally, it took 16 laps from the back of the field up to finally have got caught up with the leader. Ruti's into the pits. And Tay staying out. Now the question is, to be fair, all of them in here are pretty darn good, but Vit, to say he's baked most of the time, although, yeah, so's Wiz. But as you can see, and that, I think they are starting to make a push to catch her. So after the pit stops, Ruti has a 21-second lead, still over Wiz and Hansa. Fubs in 5th, with Mashed Potato in 6th, 1 lap down after being lapped by all the GR2s. Vit in 7th, holding off Shell Shock in his little pug. Shell Shock in 8th, M3 guy in 9th, and Creasy in 10th after his pit stop. But he's got around there nicely this time. So if we watch as they go through the Lesmos, Fit and Shell Shock. And Tay, I believe Tay's adamant that he's waiting for the 30-minute timer before pitting. Wiz is now slowly gaining back on Petrie. Hans is in 4th, Fob's in 5th, Mashed Potato in 6th, who's still got a pit. Will he be going in now? No, he's staying out. Oh, can we see what has happened? That's unfortunate. Shell Shock picking that penalty up, so made him have to drop back. Now M3 guy. The soft's looking very worn. He's crazy behind him. Hansen stuck in the middle of no man's land. Fub's in 5th. Mash in 6th. And Tay's finally into the pits. Where's Ruti? So Ruti retakes the lead. I think we can safely say that Ruti likes that Nissan GR2 car. Look at how many miles he's done in it. 15,000. 15,449 miles. And he's now got a 16-second lead on Ruti, on Racer Tay. And Tay has to be careful because Tay will now. He's gone back out on the medium, on the softs. So Hans are in 4th, floating a bit of no man's land. Mash still hasn't gone in the pits. Exactly. So, and it is actually starting to close in very slightly on Mash now. Not massively, but he's taking. What's Mash doing? 148.4s. See if it's doing 148.1s consistently. And a Shell Shock just been into the pits. M3 guy is now into fight off Creasy. I imagine he's not going to bother because he's surely going to be coming into the pit soon. As will Creasy with 28 more minutes to go. Wiz has got something to aim for now. He's 4.5 seconds down on Tay. Hopefully Tay remembers that he still has to come in and put mediums on at some point. Fubs is slowly starting to. Fubs is starting to slowly catch up, and Vit is really. Oh, Vit's back into the pits. Got no fuel left, that's why. Mash has surely got to come in the next lap. And Victor's managed to still come out in 7th, 12 seconds in front of Creasy. He's got M3 guy, because M3 guy's been in the... no. I think M3 guy may have had an incident. Shell Shock's been into the pits. And he's now right behind M3 guy. And Rooty. I believe Rooty's gone for a short stint on the mediums. And he's going to be coming in again very soon to get those softs on. Wiz isn't being able to catch any closer to Raisate. Hansa going along nicely in 4th with no real issues. Fubs is in 5th. So Mash is into the pits as Vitz comes round Parabolica. There's fun in that car. Oh, I believe Vit may have had a... I believe Vit may have just done his 1 lap on mediums. And he's now filling up for the rest of the race on softs. So as of this moment, Mash is leading the GR3s. Creasy 6 seconds back. Fit in 8th, 8 seconds back. Shell Shock in 9th. They've all followed your strategy, Mew. 1 lap on mediums with no fuel in. An M3 guy in 10th. Petri is... surely he's got to be coming in this lap after going through the Lesbos. And again catching up onto Mash. It's all about practice, Mew. I was watching Fox's stream from GR4 last night, and he'd only done, I think it was 350 miles yesterday on GT Sport. It's more than I do in a month. Yep, so Root is into the pits. Tay's now coming down to Parabolica. See him just filling up. So Tay's taking back the lead, but he's not going to. And Wizasp started to make some moves onto Tay there. So now we've got Creasy. That's why he's a pro, you see. You only get to be a pro if you put the time in. And I can never be bothered to put the time in. So here we got Mash still leading GR3. 5.3 seconds up on Creasy. Fit in 8th. 7.6 down on Creasy, with Shell Shock not far behind him. 1.4. M3 guy 27 seconds further back. As they comes past Creasy, and Creasy just jumps straight back in. So we got 20 minutes to go. Wizard 1.6 seconds behind Rooty. Creasy into the pits. And while he's into the pits, that puts Fit back up into second place in the GR3s. 3.5 seconds in front of Shell Shock in 8th. But I think we need to watch this front battle now. If you look at Rooty, 3.2 seconds behind Tay, 1.3 seconds in front of Wiz as they come down to the second chicane. Heading down to the Lesmos. Tay's carrying a little bit more fuel as they come up to take Mash. So Rooty managed to get it past Mash before the chicane. Wiz will obviously wait until after the chicane, after Ascari. Get to him on Parabolica. Rooty's still 3 point. As they go around Parabolica, Rooty's 3.5 seconds behind. Wizard's 1.6 behind him. Hans is 4 seconds back. Fobs is 6 seconds back from that. Mash 12 seconds in the clear of Fit in 7th. He's got 2.5 seconds on Shell Shock, who's 7 seconds clear of Creasy, who's got 20-second gap onto M3 guy. So the gap. Well, obviously GR2, you have the choice of the 3 modern GR2 cars. So you got the Honda, Lexus and the Nissan. GR3, any GR3 was optional. Everybody chose their own cars. M3 guy, unfortunately, is one of the last ones to jump in. He did want a GR2, but we needed people in GR3. And now Tay started to put a little bit of time into Rooty there, 3.1, but Rooty's is now putting time into Wiz. Fubs is up to 4th because Hans has pitted. Mash is in 6th, still with that 12-second lead over 5th, who's still keeping that 2.7 second lead over Shell Shock, who's again he's keeping that 3.4 second lead over Creasy. Creasy has a 22 second lead over M3 guy. And Rooty's just put in the fastest lap at 1:38.2. And has now dropped that lead down to 2.8. Wiz still just at that 2-second margin. Hans are very lonely racing 4th. Same for Fubs in 5th. And Macho just maybe took a little bit too much curb there, going to the second chicane. And in fact, Fit has dropped that lead down to 11.3 seconds. 11 seconds, sorry. 17 minutes to go. and if that time has anything to go by, it is dropping down drastically. So if we have a look, just have a quick look at times. So Mash's fastest lap is a 1:47.5. Shell Shock's done. Shell Shock has got the fastest lap in the GR2s with a 1:47.514. But Vit 1:47.8. While Mash is doing 1:49.1 in his last lap. So it's possible. So Ruti still 2.9 seconds behind Tay and just 2.1 seconds in front of Wiz in third. Who unfortunately has picked up a penalty. Hans is there in fourth, very lonely. Fub's in fifth. Mash in sixth, 10 seconds clear now of Vit. Is he giving Vit some false hope? Or is it? But to be fair, Vit's done a 1:47.691 now. So Vit is actually on a charge. This could make it very interesting for the last 15 minutes. As Vit's there, goes to Lesmo 1. Lesmo 2. It almost makes me wonder where Mash is on cruise control. So Wiz is in pits for the final time. Can safely do it because he'll get out in front of Hansa. There we go. So Ruti's still 2.8 seconds behind Tay. And yep, Vit's got that now down to consistently lapping in 1:47s, I believe now. 9.7 seconds behind Mash now. After 26 laps with 13 minutes left to go. We're still not closing in on Shell Shock. In fact, he's now starting to drop back into the clutches of Creasy. Fubs quietly having his own race. Hansa 3 seconds behind Wiz. Can Hansa put on a late charge to catch up to Wiz and try and get onto that podium? Still 2.8 seconds behind Tay for first in the race. Vit there. .4 seconds behind Mash. Very interesting that Mash. I thought the golden rule with McLarens was you don't need to take them all the way to the rev limiter. Half rev to change gear, I thought with McLarens. So as we can see, Vit now 9.1 seconds behind. Ruti 2.7 behind Tay. But as I say, yeah, McLaren's you change gears as soon as it gets to half revs. Something to do with how the McLarens are made. Might be different for the GR3. I could be wrong. As you can see, because if we have a look on the next straight, once he gets past half revs, doesn't really keep accelerating. I'm not sure, but Vit 8.3 seconds behind Mash now, with 10 minutes to go. 1:48, so at least 6 or 7 laps to go. 8 seconds now, he is closing. Tay still at 2.8 seconds clear Rooty, but Tay has got a pit. .9. Shellshock's managed to put a bit of time back into Creasy. An M3 guy going along nicely in 10th. Tay. Could this be the point? 2.6. Hands are there. Wizard in 3rd. 4 seconds clear of Hansa in 4th. Fubs is there in 5th. Mash in 6th. 7.2 seconds now in front of it. This could get very interesting now. 7 seconds behind. And Vit done a 1:47.4, which is now the fastest GR3 lap. .9 seconds now. He's Mash playing to his audience. So I'm waiting to see if Tay's going to. Still not coming in. And in fact, has reopened up that lead on Rooty. Well, I'm just going by 6.8. Vit is actually racing a second faster than Mash at the moment, with 8 minutes to go. Less than just over 6.5 seconds. He's closing in at a rate of knots. No, he hasn't. He's just gone softs. So it doesn't really matter. He does need to use the soft tyres, or needs to be told he's got to put softs on. 6.4 seconds now. He even asked me before the race. .3 seconds now to Mash from Vit. See if Tay goes into the pits now. doesn't want to spoil this because he has had a brilliant race. 6.4 seconds. Is Mash responding? The shell shock's been into the pits again, which has allowed Creasy up into 8th. Why for 6 minutes? Shell shock retired to the pits, I wonder. And he is now below 6 seconds. Boutique closing out to Tay. 2.4 seconds. Maybe he's had a phone call. Which has now put M3 back up into 9th. Creasy in 8th. Fit in 7th. 5.6 seconds behind. Very ragged there by Tay. Still carrying on. Let's get back. Fit 5.4 seconds behind Mash now. Possibly 3 more laps to do. It's a tall ask, but he's put in one hell of a right drive there. It's taken 7 seconds out of Mash. 4.8. Oh no, 4.6. It really is. It looks like Tay's had an off somewhere. See if I can see it. Yep, spinnies. .2 seconds now. Fits in the zone. Chewing on his munchies. 3.8 seconds. 47.432 now. Fit is on an absolute charge. Mash had a 149. Tay's finally put the mediums on. Kind of guaranteeing Rooty the victory. Four seconds now. Is Mash responding? Into Lesmos. Has Vic going off fuel? Possible 2 laps to go. I would say he has. Mash got plenty of fuel, so not a fuel problem for him. So Rooty in first, Tay in second, Wizard in third, Hansa in fourth, Fubs in fifth, Mash in 6th. 3.2 seconds. 3.6 seconds in the clear of Vit. Creasy in 8th. Shell Shock in 9th. Sorry, M3 guy in 9th. Shell Shock in 9th. In 10th. retired to the pits. So with a possible 2 laps to go, bit 3.6 seconds. The gap to him and Mashed Potato in 6th place. And this will be the final lap, I would imagine. .5 seconds. Can he do it? Can't he? Can he? I think it's too big of an ask now, but that's one hell of a drive he's put in. Now whether we get another lap or not is down to when Rooty crosses the line. I imagine he's looking at his fuel. 15 seconds. Can he do it? Will he get to the line before the time runs out? And he has done. He's on to a final lap. Has he got enough fuel? Tay's finished. Masters took the win. With Vic right behind him. But then hits M3 guy. And so at the moment, we've got Tay, who finished in 2nd place. Rooty is our winner. Tay in 2nd. Wizard in 3rd. Hansa in 4th. Fubs in 5th. Mash, our GR3 winner, in 6th. Fit in 7th. Creasy in 8th. M3 guy in 9th. And Shellshock, who's just come out from the pits to do his last lap. So our winning racer will have done 38 laps. One more than the rest of the field. So Rooty's out winning by 7.6 seconds. Tay's in 2nd. He's 9 seconds in front of Wiz in 3rd. It was 3.6 seconds in front of Wiz. Behind was Hansa. Fubs was in 5th, 7 seconds behind Hansa. As I said, Mash is our GR3 winner in 6th. 3.1 seconds in front of it. Creasy was in 8th, 21 seconds behind Vid. M3 guy in 9th, Shellshock in 10th, just coming up to the line, and there's M3 Rooty over the line of our winner. It was a good race. But multi-class always starts with brilliant race. Mash, I bet Vit was giving you a bit of a scare there. Yes. So 2 weeks time we will be at the next race, 2 weeks time, and it will be a 90 minutes at Suzuka. Thanks for watching, Mew. Appreciate it, mate. You look after yourself. At this point I'm going to close the stream down. Thanks for watching, guys. Give a like and subscribe, and I will see you all tomorrow night for BTCC round 1. Take care, guys. Yes, enjoy your bank holiday. Well done, Rooty. Nice win there, mate. You were flying. And we saw how many miles you've done in that car. 15,000 miles. That's commitment to a car. Alright then, guys, thanks for watching. See you again soon, and take care.